Hello everyone, Damien here, and welcome back to Dark Souls. Now, I said in the last video that I haven't gotten very far in this game, which is true, and I haven't played a lot of this game, which is true, and I was just trying to show everyone who maybe has not seen this game yet, what I do know about it thus far. So I'm going to be taking some risks in here and everything, so I'm probably not going to be playing very well because I'm going to be showing what I know, and I want to do it as quickly as I possibly can because I don't want to make these videos drag on too long. But in any case, I might be playing poorly, just some rushing, and this game takes time and strategy. So, but anyways, I'm going to show you, this is the bonfire we got to after the tutorial where the big crow dropped us off, and the big crow is right up there. So he actually has a health bar, which leaves me to believe that you can fight him, but I've never tried because I do not want to mess with something that just carried me off of a mountain effortlessly. Not a good idea. So anyways, there's this guy here. Who you can talk to, and he doesn't tell you much, but he does tell you about humanity, which if you don't know anything about it yet, you're going to want to know about. So let's just hear out what he has to say.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now.
I'd rather go down swinging.
Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land, the undead.
It tells you about the bells, which I forgot about. That's also useful. There's two bells of awakening that you have to ring, which the knight in the first video mentioned. He said you have to complete my quest for me, which is what we're doing now. So if we talk to this guy again...
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow.
Do I look that bad?
I don't know. Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Prettier than you creepy bastard. Anyways.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
That's the online play that I told you guys about, where douchebags like to invade you and steal your humanity. It is not nice. Anyway, so I showed you guys where the skeletons were last time, and there were a couple items down there, but those skeletons are not easy to face. However, I do want to show you guys that stuff, but I don't want to lose all my souls at the same time, because if I lose all my souls continuously and I can't recover them, then I'm not going to be able to move on forward in the game very well, and you guys aren't going to get to see a lot of it. But if you come down the little spiral staircase that's kind of hidden by the bonfire, you'll see this person right here, who is a I forget what she's called. Anyways, she's the soul. She's the soul that runs the bonfire. So she can reinforce your Estus flask, but you need a Firekeeper's soul to reinforce it. That's what she is, Firekeeper. She's a Firekeeper of this bonfire. So you try to talk, she doesn't speak. So you can she can reinforce your flask, and that's it. But you need a Firekeeper soul, which we will find soon enough. But what I like to do in the beginning of the game is come down here. If you go through this little doorway and turn right, there's a staircase. I like to run down here and get some stuff that's just in the first area here, because I'm pretty sure that this is the tougher area to go to in the beginning. It's I'm pretty sure that this is the stronger area. It's the second Bell of Awakening you want to go to. Is the one that leads through this bottom part of the mountain. There's this elevator that takes you down. Stroll through here, and then you look left, and there will be a little corner here. There's nothing in this vase. Oops. But if you drop down here, there it is. Soul of a Nameless Soldier, which gives you more souls. So souls are the currency in this game. They are used as money. They are also used to repair your equipment. They are used to upgrade your equipment. You use it for pretty much everything. Now, since we're in the beginning of the game, normally I wouldn't bother these guys. The ones that are down here for some reason will not attack you unless you attack them first. But because I'm in the beginning of the game, I want to get some souls. So they're only worth 20 apiece, but first thing in the game, that's pretty good. So, and there's a bunch of them down here too, so you can get like well over 100 extra souls. But it's the items down here that I'm really after. Whoops. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna screw with these guys anymore. They're not worth the amount of time it's gonna take. But if you come down here, there's a little doorway here. If you come down here, there is a barrel there with a body in it. Now, anytime you see a body inside of a container, it means that there is an item. So if you kick that open, the body drops, and the item appears. Useful. So we pick that up, and it's a transient curse. Now, I've never used it before, to be honest, because I didn't find out about this bottom part until a while later. Oh, we forgot about this item as well. This dude's kind of sitting there freaking out in front of it, but the Estoc is actually a nice little weapon, especially if you upgrade it. It's a thrusting weapon. It's not as powerful as the mace. 75 attack, but if you look here, it has a dexterity bonus in the parameters there, where it says param bonus, it's parameters. It has less durability, it weighs less. It has less stability as well, though, but anyways, the strike is more improved, but the physical damage is less. And it doesn't have the bleed effect that the mace has, which takes multiple hits to trigger, by the way. Where was I going? I completely lost where I was. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I already went through the doorway. So there's that, and then if you come down here, pardon me, if you come down here, your first blacksmith is here.
Hmm? Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Rickett of Vinheim. I was once an established smith, but look at me now. Can you believe it?
Okay, so, talked to him a couple times.
Hmm? What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here. I can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I've not much to watch.
Doesn't look like it.
How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
Alright, so he can modify your stuff, but you need proper materials for that. He can reinforce your stuff. You need Titanite shards and a certain amount of souls for each weapon. And some weapons will also require different materials. He can reinforce armor. And he can repair equipment, which costs minimal souls, so I'm going to do that now. Actually, I don't want to repair that. That's a waste. I'm not going to be using it. I don't have a helmet yet for this character. You can purchase a couple of spells from him off the beginning. Now, the sorcerer starts off with these soul arrows, but not the heavy soul arrows. So if you want to be casting spells, this is pretty good to get. Both of these are good to get. And then he also sells the sorcerer's catalyst. You need the catalyst to cast the spells. You cannot cast them without it. So you can put it in an alternate weapon hand, and then you can use it to cast the spells. Now, I'm not going to bother with spell casting with this character because he specializes in using a bow.
Keep your head on her, then. You really help break the monotony.
But normally with a character who doesn't start off with a good ranged attack, I would come down here and I would buy the spells because they come useful later on. Now, if you come through this gate, it leads to a place called the Drake Valley or Drake Chasm or something like that. Anyways, that sounds scary to me. I've never gone in there because I assume it's loaded with dragons. I could be wrong. I might be wrong, but anyways, this is as far as I go when I come down here the first time. I don't like to go any further than that. I just grab the extra weapons that are down here, and I'm really bad for collecting weapons. I actually like to have one of everything when I play games like this. It's just this weird OCD thing that I have. I'm that bad in real life and just as bad in video games. I collect everything that I like. But on that note, we come back up this way. Someone's left a message here. Weakness, jumping. Okay. So someone wants to jump off the end there. That's their weakness. That's their problem. You don't want to jump off of there because you're going to die and you're going to lose your stuff. Now, after collecting all that and taking a little bit of damage, we're going to rest at the bonfire. Now, I'm going to level up my character a bit here because I need to up my faith by at least 1. And I don't think I'm going to need attunement slots. I'm going to want to up my strength a couple times because there are some weapons that I'm going to come up on real soon. And I'm going to want to be able to use them. So I'm going to level up that. And now I've only got 182 souls left, so I'm not going to feel terrible if I lose them. Because they're very early on in the game, there are enemies that give you more souls than that when you kill them. And there's lots of them too. Plus you can always respawn them by resting at a bonfire, which is useful. Now, there were other items that I missed over here. Because last time I came this way, I dropped down and showed you guys where all those chests were out of a tower. So there's another item. If you come this way and just sneak around this little edge here without falling, there's another soul item. And those are gold. Now there's another one there, but there are also skeletons that I don't want to fight. Now, I'm not sure if I should try running past all of these skeletons and grabbing the items, or if I should try fighting them 2 by 2. You know what? I'm going to try to run past them. Just to show you guys that there are items. Okay, so there's that item. And then you run past these 2, and there's another item. And then you gotta keep running because they will chase you and they will kill you. And I think there's more items down there, but I'm not gonna care about those ones right now. There is. Alright, that's what I want. There's why I'm here. Oh, that is a powerful weapon that you're gonna want for later in the game. Oh! There's the winged spear. Oh shit. Oh shit. Where did that come from? I don't even know. Who's doing that? Oh god. Oh, I really need to move or I'm gonna die. Okay. Okay. No, you guys win. You can back off now. Oh, jeez, that does more damage than I thought I was going to from that. Anyways, let's run back to the safe zone. We got enough. There's also a set of binoculars there, which do exactly what you think they would. They can zoom in on stuff from a distance and see what it is. And I think there was another soul... Oh, why? Why? Oh, why? Why can't I... He is not supposed to be able to come in here. Or at least that was my impression. Well, at least there's only one. I missed him. No! Oh. Ooh. Okay. This normally doesn't happen, I swear. Okay. I'm just going to keep power attacking him. Ooh. Now that's how difficult the skeletons are to kill, and they only give you 50 souls, which is not a lot, and they are tough bastards. It looks like someone died right in front of this guy. He must have triggered the skeletons and then ran over here to talk. He got himself killed. Anyways, let's rest at the bonfire now. And let's take a look at what we got out of that. There were some soul items. And then there was the Zweihander. So it does 130 damage. That's a lot for starting off. But it requires 24 strength. That's a lot. And it is a two-handed weapon. So it's actually not worth it to crank your strength up to 24 right away, because there's another weapon that does a lot of power, not quite as much, but a lot. And it's also a two-handed sword, but you can wield it with one hand using a shield. And I'll show you how to get that one as well, which is equally as difficult, if not more so. But in any case, I saved at the bonfire and onward. So this is the way I usually like to go. I don't like to go... Why am I stuck? There we go. I usually don't like to go down that staircase that I showed you to start off the quest. I just go down there, grab those items, and then I go this way. Up the stairs, and there's a bunch of enemies. So the one on the corner right above my head there, he throws fire bombs, and he's a dick. So draw this guy out. Kill him. 60 souls per piece, these guys, and they're clearly easy to kill. So I'm going to draw him out now. And now, depending on what class you choose, this part can be more or less difficult. This is a slow weapon, this Morning Star, but it's got a lot of power. Now, if I switch to my bow, I can aim at this guy. I can trigger him first, or I can even kill him first. Now the aiming with the bow is really weird. It goes to the right after a certain distance. I don't know why. Oh, not that much. This guy's not that far away. There we go, so critical headshot. He's going to throw his bomb, and then I'm going to put another arrow in his head. So he's taken care of. Oh, he's going to fall. Did he drop any items? No, he didn't have any items on him anyway, so it's not a problem. So now we can pursue this guy. Now, if you don't have a bow for that part, you can go part way up the stairs. Oh, shoot. I forgot to switch weapons. If you don't have a bow for that part, if you have spells by the time you get to this point, if you've bought the spells or if you started off with some, you can walk part way up the stairs. Let's get this item without falling. Another soul. You can walk part way up the stairs, lock onto him by clicking in the right thumbstick, and... or if you're on a system, I don't know what it is for PC, and then you can cast one of your soul arrows at him. And that guy's there, and then there's this guy up the stairs. You want to lure him down, because if you fight him on the stairs, you're liable to fall. So... remember, I'm just going through this beginning part for the people who haven't played the game yet, just to get you a head start. I'm going to get you to a certain point, and then after that I'm just going to play like crazy go nuts, and you guys can figure everything out from there. But anyways, there's an item there, so if you get a running start and then press the run button while you're already running, it'll cause you to jump. That part's easy, but you don't want to fall while you're on this bridge. You gotta hug the wall here. And this is a useful item for if you've gotten a long way and you're facing a tough opponent. Ring of Sacrifice. Now, I would go into the menu and show you, but I'll just tell you, if you equip that ring, what it does is, when you die, you won't lose any of your humanity or your souls, but the ring will break, so it's a one-time use. So, I only use it, say, if I've got lots of souls, lots of humanity, and I'm facing a tough opponent, and I know that it's going to be dangerous, then I don't want to lose my stuff. Now, I can't remember if there's anything over here. I don't think so. No, there's nothing here. Alright, so travel up here. There's another item. It's all lost under it. Now you gotta go under this trench here of the bridge wall, and you want to be careful because immediately to the left is a rat. Rats will poison you, and poison will kill you this early in the game. So I'm going to approach him slow. I'm going to sneak up on him. Oh, he saw me. You want to try and use your power attack when you're in a corridor like this too, because it's an overhead swing. If you swing sideways, you're going to hit the walls, and you can even bounce your attack off the wall like that, and you'll miss completely, and you'll have to wait to recover, and then that's when the rat's going to attack you. The enemies in this game have a high AI. They have intelligence beyond what you'll see in most games. Now, this is locked. Most doors are locked in the beginning. Even if you have the master key, most of these doors can't be opened. The master key is just to open smaller doors, not doors that lead to other areas of the game. They'll lead to treasure and things like that. So now we got some enemies up here, multiple enemies. So you want to be careful. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but I got them both. Be a helmet, be a helmet. It's a short sword. Not a bad weapon, but we started off with that for this character. I'm going to heal up real quick just so I don't make any mistakes. Now, there's another guy there. He's got fire bombs, so be careful. Sneak up on him, get a backstab, or back smash in this case, I guess. But I really like going for the backstab, which is why I usually choose the thief, because the thief starts off with a bandit knife instead of a short sword, and the bandit knife does 147% critical damage. Most weapons do 100. That's the basis. It's 100. The rapier, which you can get earlier on in the game, does 110, but the bandit knife is 147, which is really good. So I like using that for backstabs. It's good for tough opponents if you can get behind them. Now, after smashing these barrels, drop down here. There's another soul item. And then, look over here, this guy's hanging over the edge, waiting to ambush you, because he's a douchebag. Now, it would be really funny if you could just wait there for a while and eventually you'd get tired and fall, but that doesn't happen, which sucks. So, let's just swing away at these guys. They're not dropping anything, but if you go up here, I believe, oh wait, maybe it's not here. It's not here, my bad, it's a different area. I'm thinking of something else. It's nothing. You know, sometimes when you smash barrels there will be something in them. There's only one thing I've ever found was this little creature that has what looks like a diamond on its back. If you kill it, you get what's called Sparkling Titanite, which is useful. It's used for upgrading specific weapons. Now these guys, you can hit them in the hand and they'll fall to their death. Or you can kick them and they'll fall to their death. Or you can just wait for them to jump up and beat the crap out of them. Rubbish. Now, the rubbish, I'm told, does something important in the game, but not that I know. Not that I know of. I have not seen anything. I've not seen anything that you can do with it yet, but I've heard it's important for later, so you want to keep it. Apparently someone just died. Apparently people are dying and I'm getting their souls. That's weird. Now, where is that spot that I thought there was something? I'm losing my mind here. I don't know where it is now. Must be elsewhere. Anyway, so then, I don't think there's anything else here. I think that's it. So you go up this ladder. Okay. Oh, there was something down there. I gotta figure out how to get there now. Oh, I probably jumped down too soon. That's what happened. Alright, so if you walk over here, there's humanity. Now, when you pick humanity up... Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? Oh, you bitch. I thought he was doing a single attack. Okay, now, where was I? Was it drop down here? And then... How do you get there? I can't remember now. I'm confused. I could have swore it was right here. Oh, there it is right here. Wow, how did I miss that? Anyways, there it is. You walk up here. And there's another item. Another soul item. So when we pop all of these, it's going to give a lot of souls. But I prefer... Oh, crap. I prefer to do it just before resting at the bonfire. Because if you die, those items will stay in your inventory. But if you pop them and they add to your soul count, you will lose the souls upon death, which you don't want. Now, all there is to do now is to go back up that ladder. And how are we doing here? Okay, I gotta sum this up real quick, because I don't want these videos to go past half an hour if I can help it. I don't want them to be too long. And I don't want to be too boring. Because I'm a little blah today, and I apologize for that, but we'll get through the tutorial part that I'm doing here. There's nothing in here, by the way. You can smash this shit all day long, there's nothing in here. I've tried millions of times, nothing ever drops out of those boxes. So we go through here, and there's an item to the left. And then we go up here. You can't make that jump. You can make it from a different spot, which is higher up, that you can get to afterwards, but you can't make it from here. Don't try. Watch out for the dragon. I forgot about that, actually. I have a little bit of poop in my pants right now, because I completely forgot about that part. Anyway, so there's some enemies up here, and the guy up in the tower there has a crossbow. So if you time it right, you can block his arrows. Oh shit, I didn't time it right. You can block his arrows. I did it again. You can block his arrows and the enemy attacks, or you can just back up here and he can't hit you. You know what? I'm gonna back up a second here. I am just not doing well today. Easy there, fellas. You're already dead. Slow down. Alright. Now, if you can lock onto him, do so. Raise your shield, and we'll come back to this door once we kill him, but he's a nuisance, so sneak up on him. Well, I didn't sneak up on him, but come up to him, beat him down. If you can sneak up on him, then go right ahead. Need sniper. I don't know what that means. I guess if I had humanity on right now, that person would probably have a summoning sigil on the ground next to that message. And they're probably looking for someone with a bow, like me, but I'm not good enough to play with other people yet. I like to play this game alone so far. Now, if you come through that door and just come up to this little balcony, is the wooden shield. Now, the wooden shield is pretty damn good, especially compared to the shield you have now. If you compare it, it's got 8 more physical attack power. I think that's the parry ability maybe, but the physical defense is a little higher, the magic defense is higher, the fire defense not so much. It's halved, but we're going to get a new shield soon anyway, because I'm going to show you one you can buy in the beginning, which is amazing, and it's not that expensive. Now, it'll block 93% of physical damage as opposed to 91% of physical damage. It'll block 40% magic as opposed to 35, only 30 as opposed to 60 for fire, but 65 as opposed to 60 for lightning. Equal stability. It's got a little less durability, but it's not that bad. But it's a better shield all around compared to anything that your character starts with. I'm going to heal up here again, and then I'm going to run over here real quick. Now these guys are dicks. They keep their shields up, the guys with spears, and even while they're attacking, they will block you. So there's a couple things you can do. You can use the kick ability, and that'll remove their shield, or it'll move their shield, you kick it away from them, and then you can attack them. Or you can parry them, which is my favorite way to do it, but you have to time the attack perfectly, and you have to get a feel for each enemy's attack of when to parry, so it takes a lot of hit and miss. I've got these guys down pretty good, though. Or you can run around them like crazy and try to get a backstab, but it's not that easy. Not these guys. Now, for my class character, getting one of the spears off of one of these guys would be pretty damn good, actually. Because it does, the spear that these guys drop does 80 attack, and it's got long reach, which is good for range attackers such as a hunter. Now, if you smash these boxes after killing these two guys, you got to get at least that one down and the two in front of the stairs, because it'll block your path. Come down here, and don't go through this door right away, or that one. Look to these boxes, and there's a hollow hiding back there. So, walk forward, let him break those, and then jump attack him. And that axe he has is slow, but strong. It does 95 attack to start. And it's just single swings. There's no combo swings. It's just single, but the jump attack is really nice if you're using it. And this is where the first merchant is, aside from the blacksmith. So this guy's got some pretty good stuff.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
So, you can talk to him. I don't want to. I want to purchase items, and I want to go to his shields, which are at the bottom of the list. Now, he sells some decent stuff, but you're not going to want to buy any of this stuff because most of it can be procured early on in the... Actually, this dagger, I believe, also does... Okay, it does 131 critical damage, so not as much as the bandit knife the thief starts off with, but it's still pretty good, and it does 56 normal base attack. And it slashes pretty fast, too. That's another good attribute it has. And it only weighs half a pound. Now, short sword we started off with, scimitar, rapier, hand axe, club, reinforced club, the spear that I was mentioning, the short bow that I started with, and then the shields. Now, you want to pick up a particular shield from this guy, the heater shield. And there's a reason for that. It blocks 60 physical attack, or it has 60 physical attack. But if you look at the stats, the physical damage reduction is 100%, meaning any attack that you block won't do any damage to you at all whatsoever. Also, its magic defense is maybe not as high as the wooden shield, but the lightning isn't as high as the wooden shield either, actually. But the stability's higher, and the fire resistance, which is a lot of fire attacks in the beginning of the game, the fire resistance is 70. That's a lot. So I like to buy this shield for 1,000 souls. It's worth the cost. And for some reason in this game, so far as I know, you can't sell items to merchants, which blows. But that's what you want to get from him right away, is that. And then he sells all the arrows, but I think I got enough for now. And then he sells some armor. I'm probably going to buy the chainmail helmet just because I don't have a headpiece at all yet. And this is a good one, and I can afford it right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it. Because I want to have some extra protection at the beginning. Now, he sells some good items here too. There's the fire bombs, but you can pillage those off corpses of your enemies pretty early on. There's throwing knives, which are okay. They're good for distractions and stuff, especially for a ranged attacker. For the hunter, it would be a good item, but I'm not going to bother with them. And then there's the Residence Key, which if you don't have the Master Key, you're going to want to buy that for 1,000 souls, because it'll open any residences that are locked within the first area here, and you can get treasure out of those. Then there's the Repair Box. I buy that because you can repair your own weapons at a bonfire instead of finding a blacksmith. And you've seen how scarce they are. We'd have to travel all the way back to the other guy at the Firelink Shrine there in order to repair our own stuff. And this video is running a little long, but also the bottomless box you want to buy. It's only 1,000 souls, and any items that your character has on him, you can put into this box at the bonfire. I haven't found out how you can drop items yet, like just discard them. So I just put them all in this box for now. And if they have a use later on in the game, then great. I will use them later in the game. I'll break them down for materials or sell them or just discard them, whatever you can do with them. But for now, I just collect them and put them in my bottomless box. So that's it for now, because I've already got the short sword, and the only thing I can really get from him that's better is the scimitar or the hand axe. Well, there's the club, and the reinforced club are actually pretty good, but I don't want those. So I've got my Morning Star that does 83 damage, and there's also a longsword.
Thank you kindly.
Also, a longsword you can pillage off of some of the enemies in the early part of the game here, where it'll give you the longsword, which does 80 damage, and it's a decent slashing weapon, and it has a power thrust. So, I'm going to show you the next bonfire right in here, and this is where I'm going to end my tutorial of the game. For the most part. After this, I'm just going to have some fun. So that's the beginning of the game. That's after you get there, you can fart around all you want and figure out what you're going to do. Now, actually, before I cut this video off, I am going to do this. I'm going to find my soul items. I have 8 souls of a Lost Undead. I'm going to go ahead and use all of those. So, these are 200 apiece. It's pretty decent considering it's free. One of the enemies that I had a lot of trouble with the first time I played this game are worth 200 souls. And I did not enjoy facing them. What other soul items do I have? I've got 2 others. I'm just going to go ahead and use that one. That one's 800. And then I'm going to long menu. There we go. Then I'm going to equip these ones. Oops. I did want to go here. There's items. Equip the souls. Scroll to the souls and use them. These ones are with 400. These ones. So I'm going to have over 3,000 here. I'm going to have over 3,500. And level up a couple more times on my strength, just so I can use a couple of weapons and show you how useful they are later on. But for the most part, this is going to be the end of the tutorial. And other than that, I want to crank up my endurance, because that's for your stamina, and that does a lot of fighting. Yeah, I'll just spend all my souls on that right now. I doubt I'm going to need to spend souls on anything else for the moment, other than arrows, and they're fairly cheap, and I'm going to do a bit of farming around here for souls. But I might do that off camera, just so you guys don't have to put up with me with that. But yeah, I'm going to end this episode there, so thank you all for watching. This has been Dark Souls. I'm Damien, signing off. I will see you all later.